Ooh, today is a big day. We are announcing the top 3, not just top 1, not just top 2, but top 3 photo contest winners for Unsettled. Now, if you aren't familiar, a couple weeks ago I posted this video, which you can check out for the whole cinematic and everything, but I posed a photo contest, probably the most difficult photo contest actually that I've done so far. And for that photo contest, all you had to do was take a photo of any board game using one of the themes presented in that cinematic showcase. There were 6 planets total, 6 themes to choose from, and then on top of that, there was one extra challenge added on, which was to also include a complementary color scheme or to also shoot your photo in black and white. Today, we are announcing the top 3 out of all entries. And before I announce number 3, I just want to give a heartfelt thank you to all of you who, put in work and submitted a photo. Just because your photo isn't part of the top 3 doesn't mean it's any less than anyone who presented a photo today. So thank you all so much for your hard work. Thank you for participating, and just thanks for just being here and just cheering everyone along. Please say a big congratulations to all the top 3 winners. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with number 3. Third place goes to Brita or B for this amazing, really punchy black and white noir style feeling photo of Sagrada. Now, if you know Sagrada, you always picture a ton of different colors. So I loved how Brita here used the whole black and white scheme. I think it's so punchy. I think the details are so crisp and refined here. And she also mentioned that in her email as well, that behind the story for this photo, that she did wanted to recreate this in a black and white style to completely contrast it from all the vibrant rainbow colors that you typically see for photos of this board game. The planet that she used for inspiration was Yendral, aka the planet of flood for inspiration. And of course, that is crystal clear from all of the water bubbles present in the photo. Her camera was a Canon EOS 550D, and she didn't even use Lightroom, which I thought was really cool, using a free photo editing software called GIMP. I think I never heard of that one, but to use a free photo editing software just to edit this, I thought that was a spectacular choice. And let's break down this photo. Now, let me tell you why this photo won 3rd place. Now, by far, my favorite thing about this photo is texture. I am a sucker for texture, and to see all of these crystal clear, literally and figuratively, just really brings the photo in together. After seeing the water bubbles, I knew her theme was Yendral right off the bat. For Yendral, the planet's all about flooding, rivers, there's chaos in it, so I actually appreciated all of these blurred bubbles here. In terms of composition, I love her use of rule of thirds, using this as the main subject. This negative space works so well. I love the mystery behind that. I loved how she chose the black and white theme. I thought it was very fitting because the main subject is, of course, these marbles or like the acrylic tokens used in Sagrada. I also think black and white is such a smart choice because typically for black and white photos like this, you'll see maybe like blues of the backgrounds or just a lot of bleed through, but by crushing it and using black, you really eliminate all that background noise. So black and white was a perfect fit for this. And overall, if I had to summarize Brita's entry here in one word, it would be clean. Like if there was a white wall or a black wall, this would look so nice framed in a board game room. So Brita, congratulations, and thank you so much for submitting your entry, and thank you for all your hard work in capturing this photo. I know for a fact from experience that water photos are not easy to capture, and you did this justice, and it's so good. Please message me across social media so I can get you one of the photography themed shirts. Now, moving on to number 2. Now, this entry comes from Unit at Who Shuffled This, and an incredible recreation of Zevron. Now, Yuna mentioned that she wanted to pick Zevron in order to push herself not only for the theme, but for the style of photo that she was going for. Yuna also mentioned that she wanted to add in some crystalline structures at various depths, which she learned from my videos, which I 1000% appreciate. I'm so glad to hear all of you learning and applying these techniques. It just is so fulfilling. Do you understand how fulfilling it is? It is so fulfilling to hear that. Now, these photos are from Project Elite, and camera setup is a EOS Rebel T7i using an EF lens, the 18-55 zoom lens. Here's what I really loved about your photo. The blue and orange is so satisfying here. I love how the subject is blue, but then he's accented by orange crystals. That is so good. And the reason why is because I feel like if you were to use blue crystals here, it would actually melt into the background and it wouldn't make the subject stand out as much. So there's a nice little set of leading lines for your eyes to kind of gaze over the orange crystals, and then boom, there's the main subject fighting against, it looks like somewhat an alien in the background, kind of mysterious in the background. And of course, the blue-orange lights in the background is just a really nice finishing touch for this overall photo. My only suggestion for this photo, the only quick suggestion that I have here is that especially for crystalline structures, I feel like they are kind of growing out and they're going to create this platform that you have for your overall photo. So if your overall environment is crystalline, then you probably wouldn't expect any kind of smooth surfaces like this. So I can tell like this is probably like a paper background, and it probably would have filled in this negative space just to make sure that all the crystals are aligned perfectly throughout the flat surface. But obviously this is such a fantastic photo. I just try to critique it always to refine that level of detail just a little bit more. But either way, fantastic job, Yuna. I am so happy to see this photo. It is so satisfying and just thrilling to see all this story and the color scheme used involved. Zeron is perfectly imagined here, and I loved what you did with this photo. Congratulations, I can't wait to get a golden hour shirt over to you ASAP. Now, with that said, we have one final photo to talk about left, and that final photo is the person who is receiving the entire set. Now let me tell you why this photo won first place. There's so much intricate details here, you have to check this out. This photo is so rich with story, it just automatically reminds me of Tremor, the movie. First off, if this right here is the foreground and it's kind of hidden through, I actually have no idea what this background is. I don't know if it's a TV, I don't know if it's like a roll of paper along with like this glitter, like this transparent glitter paper being used. I have no idea, and that's a very, very good thing because it looks so seamless. However, they managed to blend this foreground and background together. I thought it was done so well because I can't tell. It looks like a very realistic scene. I love how there's even sand dunes in the background. I love the glitter of the night sky as if there are stars. The colors of blue, orange, and purple being used here is just so fantastic. I feel like it's very fitting because it's a little bit more ominous, almost bleeding into like the red side, which is great to match the terrorizing monster over here. In terms of story, you have this tank which is attacking the monster, who in turn is protecting all of the larvae and all the eggs. They turned around all these cars everywhere. There's destruction. There's cars turned in all sorts of depths and fields, which I absolutely love. I love this use of extra gems on the side, or maybe even more larva eggs. In terms of lighting, I love how the subject, aka our tank, is highlighted. And if there's just one final little detail that I would have added, I feel like the one thing I would have loved to see in this photo is motion, which is very, very hard to create. I would have used one of these blowers and maybe aim it directly at the monsters, like right at the base of the monster. That way it looks like the tank is shooting something directly at the monster. It would have also added some motion and just one tiny cherry on top that just seals the deal with this entire photo. But obviously, this is a fantastic, fine, beautiful photo taken. I love the story. It's so rich in story, it's rich in color, it's just amazing overall. Hands down, I love the complexity in this photo and everything that was done. You guys did an amazing job, and you should be very proud. And I cannot wait to send over this massive set of board games directly to you. So thank you all so much for participating in this photo contest. To everyone watching this video, please give a big, huge congratulations to everyone that competed in this contest. If you didn't get a chance to do this time, don't worry, there will always be more really fun, difficult, and challenging contests on your way. So with that, thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you all in the next video.